What's up, guys? You like my couch? Yeah, this thing is hideous. But welcome back to the channel and another episode of the camper remodel series. So you see my couch is in. I have made great headway in the remodel of the camper, or the refacing of it. Really, I'm not really remodeling anything. It would be too much to clean up, but it does look 110% better than it did with the blue and the pink, all of which is completely getting phased out, and it's going little by little every single day. Right now, I'm in the front of the camper. You are sitting on a new tabletop that I made last a week ago, I think it was. I made 4 countertops, the dinette and kitchenette countertops, and then a countertop for the little cabinet right by the door, and then there's a little tabletop right behind you that I made a new top for. It helps everything flow. It brings in some more color to the camper, and while it's not completely finished, I've had several people stop, and they stepped in here. They saw it before, and they see it now, and it's amazing what people don't realize is hideous. How can we turn into something that's actually nice? I'll be happy to live in this, temporarily, and on vacation, that kind of stuff. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll show you the front of the camper right quick, and then I'm gonna move some stuff from the back of the camper to the front of the camper in this space, just so I can go back there and get more of that done. All right, so here's a little tabletop you guys are sitting on. Look at that. That's pretty. Of course, it sits on the same hinge and the same leg that it did before. Go ahead and fold that up. I gotta figure out a locking mechanism so it doesn't swing, but it had a little. Oh, here it is, right here. It had this little thing on the old table, and this thing is at a weird angle. I don't know if it needs to kick back, far back in there, but it doesn't allow it to sit in there right. As you can see, this is in. Let's go ahead and undo it. I got nice new latches. They're like $4 on Amazon. I thought I had it. There we go. Look at that. Cedar lined front. Now you may be asking, why did I line the front of that with cedar? Well, a couple of reasons. This paper stuff, it was ripped off. It was pulling back, and I could have glued it up there and kept it up there. But for that reason, for number one, aesthetics. I know with this being up, you'll never see it really, but with the down, you may. It doesn't look good. Anyways, it smells great. It helps with moths and other bugs. Of course, it can stretch and pop, and shrink and everything with moisture and humidity and temperature and everything, because it probably fare better with a steady climate. As I don't have that here in Kansas, but it's okay. It'll be good. It looks great. It's trimmed out. It smells amazing. I wish I could have had smell-o-vision when I first got this thing. It smelled horrible. It smelled like the 80s and 90s. Being that this was built in 89, it is 30 years old. It is a 90 model, but it smelled its age. It didn't show it, but it smelled it. And that's a big reason why I wanted to paint and everything, just because a fresh coat of paint and stuff like this, it makes a big difference in the end. And it hides a lot of bad stuff, more or less. So anyways, this is all up here. Smells great, looks great. I have yet to get the doors, of course, painted, which that's what I'm going to be doing next. But I said new latches. These rests for this, before, they were just fine. Actually, I have to do two more things. I actually have to put these little blocks back in there so it doesn't go that direction. But these blocks here, they rest on the top flip down, rest on there. The old one looked great, but with all the pine I was putting in here, these were actually oak. That was the only thing that was actually like real wood in here, which is kind of weird. But those are pine, matches everything else. And then countertop right here. I think I showed you guys the other day. If I didn't, that's one. And this is a mess, guys. This is a constant work zone. I'm working in one section to the next. Another countertop there, and then the kitchenette table, all of which looks great and it's going to function even better. The only thing I have to do for the tables left is figure out a center support for that. I put it down on the rests so I can make the bed, and being edge glued pine, there's no cross brace. I could just go ahead and put a cross brace on there, I guess, but there's no cross bracing on the bottom to help it not warp, because the old stuff was just sandwiched between a frame, and it was not sturdier, not stiffer, but the way it was built, it didn't warp. This will warp because the edge glue, the grains go this way. I guess I could have had the grains go the other direction for strength, but I didn't have a 36 by 48 inch piece of edge glued pine that was that direction for the wood grain. So not a big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and move some stuff out from the back to the front so I can show you the rest of what's going on in here. Alright guys, so I got everything else moved to the front. There's all the doors. Look how pink that is. I gotta get that all finished. So kitchen. While it is still a construction zone, I made a video about this the other day. I made a before and an after, and I went back to make the video, and the before was gone. I could not find it anywhere. I saw about a minute of it, but I had restarted it, and I think I might have been doing the whole like 5 or 6 minute video and didn't hit record. Anyways, backsplash. This is that Stone Made Simple stuff I was talking about a couple videos back. Looks pretty dang good, I think. I brought it all the way around. Did a nice little piece of trim. This is just the PVC trim stuff there. It goes up pretty easily. It's like 1 pound per square foot, less than 1 pound per square foot, and so it didn't add very much weight to the trailer like regular tile would have. And in all, I think it looks great with the countertop. I did a marble paint job instead of buying countertop paint. I had some flat black enamel. I did that on the base coat, and then used the 2 colors of gray that I was using in the camper. I am using in the camper to splotch a little bit, and then I used a water-based polyurethane to make the final coat, and so it was water resistant and a pretty hard finish, I think. I'm not gonna be doing a whole lot of food prep on it by any means, but it's not a bad finish. It looks great. And then the stovetop I refinished with a gray enamel spray paint, the Rust-Oleum high performance. Everything works the way it should, and I'm excited about that. Fan works, and the freezer is clean. Thing is nice and cold. The only problem is I had some buildup around the edges, and then some paint, some old blue paint that got on the side of it here, and I used some acetone to clean it up, and where it had popped up and it was looking nasty, the paint has worn off a little bit. It may rust. I might go get some enamel just to brush on there, but I'm not going to do that until it does so. Gets nice and cold, and still got to clean the fridge for sure. Oh, look at that, another day. Ice cold also. I'll get a thermometer for both. I still got to figure out the fridge. I think there might be a fuse or something bad. I can't. The light inside will not work at all, so I'm about to figure something out with that. But my next thing is coming on back here beyond the fridge, and I haven't touched it yet, including the bathroom, which I have shown you guys before. Let me see this here. This thing, guys, gross. Anyways, I've got the tub and tile spray paint. I'm going to be trying to get that right there. White epoxy acrylic formula. This is tub and tile white. I want to clean that bathtub up here in a little bit, and I'm going to try to see if I can't make it new again. I don't know if I can. It's yellow. I've got new hardware, new shower head. I think I told you that last time. Now new shower line and everything. And I've also got new racks for here in the bathroom. Those are just wood, and I got stainless steel that will be better for a bathroom. Right now, everything else is okay from here. I just gotta paint. Some people, man. But anyways, it is nice to know that this much is done. I went from the front to the back, and it's a brush of fresh air. And I almost skipped this one. This is something else I made. I redid the front and here. This was the same similar thing here. It was actually 2 pieces of plywood slabbed together, and then a really thin veneered piece of material with a 2x4 on the back, and I beefed it up. I went with a 1x12. Got a nice flap here. I stained the front face and left the back raw, which I shouldn't have any water issues in there in the camper at all, but if I did, sure that 2x4 could be susceptible, but I think it'll be fine. The other thing I did, well, the flooring. The flooring is another thing I did up here. So when I first got the camper, the flooring was the same flooring. It was similar to this. I mean, this is the original flooring, but I went back and got some more, and it was just cut and butted up to the front. Now, I had taken more pieces. I had replaced them, put it underneath that face, and now it's seamless. You can't see the seam at it, so it flows really, really nice. Actually, I'm extremely happy. No sweat on it, but the only place that I don't like is right here by the door. Let's see if I can. There's a big gap there, so I'm gonna try to rig up something to fit in there, some trim or something to make it look a lot better. Because I'm kind of a picky guy when it comes to stuff like that. But anyways, that is this day's update. I'm actually going to go ahead and take the rest of these doors off right quick and start painting the walls gray. I got to take these off too, the voltmeters. I'm thinking about going digital. I like the analog. I like it like that. I'm thinking about going and getting some digital ones. If this hole behind here is just a wire, it won't be a big deal. Like I said, the digital ones I like a lot better nowadays, especially after I clean these up. But anyways, keep calm and carry on, guys. You guys stay safe. See you later.